My friend, humor is reason gone mad. Have you heard about the lonesome loser beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time?
Here I am in the Oval Office with the mother. I should say mother of invention. The big wig wouldn't listen. All individual one could do was tell lies.
Tremendous to be here. Just tremendous. Oh, I have to tell you, the last man nearly ruined this place. He didn't know what to do with it. If you think the country's bad off now, just wait till I get through with it. Professor Hack-in-a-Bush, I have loaned half the country to Plotagonia.
Individual one, have you gone mad? Your Highness, surely there must be another way to protect Fredonia.
It will only be for a few months. Then we'll be rich.
Little does he know that this could be treason. This could be war.
Tremendous, yes. Huge. This is important. I may look like an idiot and write and act like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. I am not an idiot. That doesn't make me wrong. Audacious, of course. And not without plausible deniability. But that is my conclusion. And if you don't like it, I can come up with something else you don't like either.
With that little speech given, individual one, his and yourn, should I say our Royal Highness sent me on a mission to meet with the Ambassador of Plotagonia, Ambassador Homeland.
Professor Hack-in-a-Bush has a vivid imagination, and on his flight to Plotagonia, thoughts ran through his mind like someone playing taps at his own funeral.
My imagination is running away with me. My meeting with Ambassador Homeland might go like this.
Oh my, individual one, you are too modest and I am too humble. Individual one, you did a noble deed by loaning out our country. I'd be unworthy of the high trust that's been placed in me if I didn't do everything within my power to keep our beloved Fredonia at peace with the world. I'd be only too happy to meet Ambassador Homeland and offer him on behalf of my country the right hand of good fellowship, and I feel sure he will accept this gesture in the spirit in which it is offered.
But suppose he doesn't? A fine thing that'll be. I hold up my hand and he refuses to accept it. That'll add a lot to my prestige, won't it? Me, the head of a country, snubbed by a foreign ambassador. Who does he think he is that he can come here and make a sap out of me in front of all my people? Think of it. I hold out my hand, and that hyena refuses to accept it. Why, that cheap floor-flushing swine, he'll never get away with it, I tell you. He'll never get away with it. So, you refuse to shake my hand, huh?
Professor Hack-in-a-Bush, what a gadfly. A mere supposition changes everything. We see the inner Marxian machinations at work, feeding nagging doubts of unworthiness, selfishness, and paranoia. Fredonia was now at war with Plotagonia. Just a little misunderstanding led to the chaos. I am Homeland. the leader of Plotagonia. I represented by myself the Honorable Ambassador Homeland. I take that slap from Professor Hackenbush as a personal injury. The slap was directly aimed at my self-esteem, and we will use it as an excuse to inflict collateral damage to two countries, Fredonia and the Canary Islands, and with God on my side, because all God's children are entitled to carry guns, we will prevail. Patagonia will not be ignored. Do you hear me, Hackenbush? And Individual 1, we won't be ignored. We must win this new war with Plotagonia at any cost. We need new laws. Other presidents should have done these things, but I am doing them now. All the things other presidents should have done. My job. Me alone. The only president in history. I am the greatest. Hello. Here we have it. No one's allowed to smoke or tell a dirty joke, and whistling is forbidden. If any form of pleasure is exhibited, report to me, and it shall be prohibited. This is the land of the free.
Fredonia didn't have a standing army and needed a pretense to mobilize a wartime economy. Homeland, though Trump was plotting to sow internal strife into his ambassadorship, does not really want war. It's all blustering. But Professor Hackenbush had already put a down payment on the battlefield, and as for Homeland, it wasn't national pride, but his personal feelings that had been hurt. Homeland considered the fledgling Individual 1 an upstart, an insult that Homeland could never forget. His ancestors would rise from their graves and he would have to bury them again.
The swinehund upstart! That's intolerable to Fredonia pride. Little does Homeland know this means war.
Sometimes war can bring the best out of some people. Professor Hackenbush couldn't contain himself. Life isn't only about war. There must be some pleasures in life. Lydia, oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia? Oh Lydia, the tattooed lady.
She has eyes that folks adore so, and a torso even more so. Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Oh Lydia, the queen of tattoo. On her back is the Battle of Waterloo. Beside it, the wreck of Hesperus too. And proudly above the waves, the red, white, and blue. You can learn a lot from Lydia. La la la, la la la. Everybody.
La 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 la. Hey you! I'm talking to you, Professor Hackenbush. You're fired.
I fear my defense of President Donald Trump will end up on my gravestone. Here lies a lion sack of rocks. Somehow I don't think that will be it, but if it is, so what do I care? I figure I can explain it to St. Peter.
Those are my principles. If you don't like them, I have others.
It is time to ask yourself, What has this been all about? Is this a guide? Yes, it is a how-to manual for future countries and their foreign policy. I ask you, on a personal level, how can a loser ever win? Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. But sometimes jokes fail. People don't get it. Things get lost in translation. Yes, my friends, we are at the point where we have reached the end of our trail, and we must concede that it is all Muck Soup.